Hello, this is Sarita, and I'm here to help you understand the truth about who you are. Now, one of the truths about who you are is that you are not only an individuated and entirely unique, fractalized aspect of source consciousness, you are also part of the whole. And so you have the capacity to feel omnipresence and omnisentience within your body vessel. And so the meditation that I wanted to share with you today is going to very easily and very simply allow you to feel both of these aspects of yourself simultaneously. And what this technique does is it gives you the opportunity to merge your heart center with your pineal gland energy center, which then creates a kind of ultimate energy center, which as a portal gives you access to this omnipresent, omnisentient aspect of yourself. And it's very easily done. It literally is really, you could do this meditation in 9 minutes, actually. But the way I teach it is it takes about 15 minutes because I spend some time obviously relaxing you and guiding you and explaining to you what we're going to do in each phase. But it is really a very, very simple technique. And I actually created this technique about 4 or 5 years ago now, because I was so inspired with Tibetan heart meditation, which essentially is breathing into the heart center. And what this does is it calms down the nervous system and it brings the analytical and the egoic mind, if you like, underneath and incorporated into the heart mind, so that the heart becomes the master of the ego, and the ego assists the heart brain rather than the ego trying to run the life of the body, which actually dulls down and stops the heart brain from doing its proper job. So Tibetan heart meditation is a technique where you master yourself and the heart runs the show of your life. And as it does that, it not only calms the nervous system, but it brings all of the systems in your body into a coherence, and it brings you into health and into your body, and it brings you into your intuition and a greater awareness about who you are, and it offers you the aspect of neutrality so that you can go about your day with more ease and more efficacy and more wisdom. And what I started to do with this upgraded technique was I brought breath firstly into the heart center so that all those systems would come under control. And then I started to bring breath into the pineal gland energy center. And what I discovered was, as I was doing that, I could then use the breath to merge those two energy centers together. And so what happened was the pineal gland energy center and the heart center merged into this ultimate center of oneness. And the pineal gland, which is very much tapped into your sixth and seventh sense, the sixth sense being your intuition and your seventh sense being the void, which is your seventh sense. The void is part of who you are. The omnipresence is part and parcel of who you are as an aspect of source consciousness. So when I breathed into those two energy centers, they merge together, and you became, or one becomes more aware of your true nature as source consciousness, that omnipresent source consciousness, and the individuated aspect of source consciousness. So that when you breathe into both of those energy centers together, you have this perception of a deeper truth of who you are. And the final part of this meditation is that you can choose what frequency you want to embody as you're experiencing this energy center merge and this merge of omnipresence. So when I first started teaching this technique, which I called ultimate heart-brain coherence, although it's more pineal gland energy center and heart coherence, I was using the frequency of gratitude. But for the purposes of this meditation, I decided to use the frequency of peace, because we're coming into this festive season, which should be about peace on earth, but has been massively corrupted by the, if you like, satanic agenda, and has become very much about materialism. And therefore, many of us have lost the spiritual or the holy alignment that this time can bring us. We are coming into a period on earth which is also, in terms of the festive season, which is also about the Christos energy, the Christed energy, the anointed energy. What happens when we merge our masculine and feminine aspects, our material and our light aspects, and we recognize that we are all of those integrated within this beautiful and divine body vessel. So there's nothing wrong with materialism if we also recognize that we are light. We are both wave and particle simultaneously. So as we come into this Christos energy that's everywhere and that has been massively corrupted, we have the opportunity to feel into ourselves about the true nature of who we are, and to merge these fractalized aspects within us and find oneness within us. So I've gone off on a bit of a tangent, as I tend to do. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to explain to you how the meditation is going to be. And just before I do that, I want to let you know that this meditation, without the preamble of my explanation, is going to be available to all of you for free on my website to download, so that you can work with it as much as you can. And I invite you to try it for a few days in a row, or perhaps for 30 days if you feel like it, and see what happens to you if you take this as a daily meditation, if you take this as a discipline and hold it within yourself. And it really doesn't take very long to do this meditation, but it will make a huge difference to the energies that you feel within your body and the energies that you emanate out into the world. And remember that your emanation permissions other people, all those people around you, your friends, your family, people who you interact with consciously or unconsciously, you permission them, if you embody a frequency of peace, to do the same. So if you want to download the meditation for free, so you don't have to listen to my preamble, and you can use it without Wi-Fi, it's available on my website on the free for you page at www.sarita-sol.com. Okay, so this is how the meditation is going to go. I'm going to relax you. I'm going to bring you into the energy center of your heart and invite you to feel what the heart center looks and feels like within you, the space of it within you. Okay. I'm then going to invite you to breathe into your heart center with the frequency of peace for 3 minutes. If you don't know what that feels like, you fake it till you make it. Okay. And if it helps you, you could put a symbol of peace in your heart center, perhaps something like a white dove or whatever may signify peace for you. Okay, so you're breathing into the heart center and you're essentially attaching the frequency of peace to the breath. And as you breathe into the heart center, you fill the heart center and you almost expand it as if it was a lung with a frequency of peace. You're going to do that for 3 minutes. I'm then going to invite you to feel into the energy center of your pineal gland in your head. So not the pineal gland, but the energy center associated to that gland. And don't get caught up in analyzing or wondering or berating yourself if you don't know quite where that energy center is or what it feels like. Essentially, it's in the middle of your head. Allow your intuition to guide you there. Trust your intuition knows what it's doing. So once you've found that energy center, again, I'm going to invite you to feel all the details of that energy center. How big is it in your head? What does it look like? What does it feel like? And then we're going to breathe for 3 minutes again, attaching the frequency of peace and breathing in and expanding that energy center with the frequency of peace. So now you've got these 2 energy centers, one in your heart, one in your head. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to breathe into both simultaneously with the frequency of peace, filling and expanding them even more. And what you're going to find is as you do that, because they're both holding a resonant frequency matched to one another, naturally, they're going to begin to find one another and merge into a larger ultimate energy center. That's what it feels like. And the energy center sort of feels massive. And so now it's almost as if you've become this ultimate energy center filled with the frequency of peace. And as you merge into this center, you are going to begin to feel yourself as omnisentient and omnipresent. And you're going to feel that you are one energy center, that you're oneness, and you're holding this frequency of peace. And you're going to begin to feel that you start to emanate peace out into the world as this oneness energy center. It really does feel amazing. And so you're emanating peace, and then I'm going to let you feel that for a little while, and then I'm going to bring you back into the room and you can open your eyes. But obviously, once you've downloaded the meditation, or at the end, you can just leave yourself in this amazing feeling, and it really does feel absolutely delightful. It's a really good feeling. So that's the meditation, and I really hope that you enjoy it and that you can go about your festive season and interacting and entangling yourself with everyone that you are in touch with, and make a difference in the world by emanating this most beautiful frequency. And I wish you all a beautiful and peaceful season ahead. Lots of love. Thank you. Taking a breath in, a breath out, and closing your eyes. And feel the comfort of the darkness all around you. The sweet blanket of darkness that envelops you, holds you, relaxes you. And begin to follow your breath in the darkness. Allow your breath to slow down and elongate. Allow the breath to relax you more and more. Allow the breath to release you from tension, from thoughts or worries, from the circumstances of your life. Allow the breath to let it all go for you. And you are feeling calmer and calmer, more and more centered, and more present. In the divine vessel of your body. You are now going to set your intention to become an emanation of peace within you and out into the world. And can you now bring your awareness to the sacred energy center of your heart in the middle of your chest? And allow yourself to perceive and see all of the details of this center. Its size, its shape, color and texture, the space within it. And using all of your breath, all of your willpower and your imagination, you are going to begin to breathe into this center with the frequency of peace. Filling and entraining and expanding this center with the breath of peace. Peace flows in, touching, caressing, anointing this center, expanding it more and more. And the heart center is filled with more and more peace. And pausing, feel how expanded this center is now. How peaceful it is. And bring your awareness now to the energy center of your pineal gland within your head. And allow yourself to feel all of the details of this center, its size, its shape, color, motion, texture. Feel the space within it. And you are now going to begin to breathe into this center, filling it with the frequency of peace. Feel the peace flowing in, intimately caressing and filling this center, expanding the center, the breath of peace. And pausing now, feel the expansion and the peace of this energy center. And now you are going to begin to breathe into the heart center and the pineal gland center simultaneously with the breath and the frequency of peace, filling and expanding them more and more. And feel how the centers are drawing together, merging with one another. The resonant frequency of peace calls them to merge and mingle with one another, to expand together, creating one unified center, filled with the breath of peace, sweet, soft, limitless, gentle, omnipresent. And feel the center expanding more and more, encapsulating your whole body, your whole being, your whole reality. And you are peace. You are filled with it. And you emanate it every sense and every sensation within you. An emanation of peace. And you emanate peace wherever you go, whomever you speak with or think about and love. Peace, an emanation from you out into the world, out into the cosmos. A beacon of peace. A light in the world, a light in the darkness. An illumination for all. A pure, conscious, emanation of the frequency of peace.